to John Donis. He runs a website called Bad Psychics. However, John does describe himself as open-minded on this topic. Hello, John.
Hello, Richard.
Good morning to you. What's bad? It seems self-explanatory. Tell me a bit more about Bad Psychics.
It's simply a site set up to expose fraudulent psychics and fraudulent mediums.
Okay. Do you believe there are some mediums and psychics out there that do have a special ability, special power?
I do not believe that anybody can speak to the dead, but if somebody can show me proof that they can, then I'll happily believe.
Okay, fair enough. Give me an example of somebody. You don't need to name them, but a bad practice, a particularly bad psychic, somebody that has caught your attention and that you've exposed on your website.
And I can't name names.
Well, okay, that might be difficult for us, but you could just tell us the story.
Well, if you look at, say, if I said to you, there's a very famous Scouse psychic, I'm sure everyone will understand who I mean.
Go on.
And this is a man who he has thousands and thousands of fans, yet he will happily go onto the television, pretend to be possessed by some dead spirit, and then later on it's found out that this dead spirit was actually a made-up character, and there's the name of this character is an anagram of something faker. So he's exposed as a fraud. Everybody knows he's a fraud. It's been national television in
all right, let's be careful. Let's be careful.
Believe him.
All right. You know, you're on there calling somebody a fraud, and we do need to be very careful with that. Let's just bring back in as well Emma Louise Richards in the studio. You're a researcher of psychic phenomena, Emma Louise. What sort of research have you been doing?
Well, I look into the history of spiritism.
It's fascinating.
Absolutely, it's completely fascinating, and it's based upon fraud as far as I'm concerned. The Fox sisters in 1848, Margaret and Katie Fox decided to scare their highly strung parents by banging apples tied to strings on the floor of the bedroom. And they did this, and they were very excited about doing it. Their parents were completely and utterly scared by it, and basically they called in the neighbours. The neighbours thought, well, this is absolutely brilliant, this is something that, this is very strange. And from that became the Spiritist movement.
Right.
So from a very, from two young girls deciding to scare their parents. Absolutely.
Okay. John Donis, do you believe that people can be trained to be psychics?
No. I myself went to a mediumship course with a friend of Becky's called Kendra, and I finished pretty much top of the class with all these other psychic students, and I don't hear any voices from the dead, I don't see the past, I don't see the future.
How long was the course?
Sorry?
How long was the course?
The course was about 6 months.
Well, not full time for 6 months.
No, not full time, it was only once a week, but...
Now, do you do modules? Do you go in and say... Do you have a choice of subjects? So, like, they go, right, do you want to talk to the dead? Do you want to predict the future?
In the course that I did, it was pretty much every week was a different subject within the subject. So, for example, one week it'd be psychometry, which is where you hold on to somebody's keys, maybe, and you see their past and tell them about themselves. Another week you might be standing on the mini stage and give readings to people, and various different things like that. But I was easily one of the better students in the class, yet I wasn't deluding myself that I was speaking to the dead or psychic or anything like that.
Were you just making it up when you were standing on the stage and doing readings?
Sorry?
Were you just making it up then when you were standing on the stage and doing readings?
Yeah, I was just making it up, and any hits that I got could be put down to pure blind luck. And the people, because all of the people there, all were believers, they all wanted to be mediums.
So this course, in your view, is nonsense. It doesn't work. It's a load of rubbish. That's your view. Yeah?
Yeah, you can't teach somebody to be psychic. You can encourage somebody to believe that they're psychic, but you can't teach an ability. Can I just say something, please?
Yeah, sure, Steve.
First of all, Becky, the reason that Becky is bigging up Gordon Smith is because I believe that they both have the same book company behind them.
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's with Hay House. I'm with O Books and Tempest.
Okay, on your website it does say Hay House.
No, I haven't got a book out with Hay House. I've got one story in a Hay House book, but that's nothing I've been paid for.
Okay, and also Dr. Gary Schwartz, literally a couple of days ago, he was on Fox News in America exposed after trying to take over $3 million from a father who had lost a son.
Right, well, I don't know about that, John. We
Thanks,
have to be careful with that, John. I should point out that was John. I said you were Steve. You were that was the previous caller. That's John Donis, who runs a website called Bad Psychics. If you've heard, that's something of a skeptic.